speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running left, it's Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
4th down, here's Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Nelson Aguilar from 13 yards out. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Lawrence will throw. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Joe Mixon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go with Murray again. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Look, we came into this with focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. DeMarco Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd and 10. Lawrence, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lawrence. Going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Man open, it's Moss complete. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Randy Moss. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. A right side catch by Crabtree. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going with a screen for Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Crabtree. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Rodgers now on first down. That goes out wide to Murray. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He finds his man complete. It's Murray. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Hey, take 26!
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. DeMarco Murray, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And some room to work. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 34. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Once again, they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 24. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Lawrence on the sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A toss left, Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mixing up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, it's Mixon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
It's caught by Aguilar.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Murray. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions 33. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Up the middle, Murray. They find some open field here.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's